Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's episode I'm going to cross from Spain to France, hoping that I don't get strip searched by a big burly policeman again. My goal is to prove that you can ride the entire world by motorcycle, taking on each country leg by leg, aiming to store my bike in different locations while needing to fly home, work a full-time job and of course look after my amazing family. This is my dream, this is my goal, this is my adventure, so let's go. Well, my aim currently for this morning, we're in Villiers and I'm going to head to here, what's called something like de France, something silly like that. But what it does, it means that I can head up a mountain to a place called Luchon. That's another very sort of famous skiing area. Because today, the thing about today is, at the end of this episode, I aim to be at Malmesbury, where this bike's going to be stored. What gives me Sunday morning to kind of go over the bike and check all these bits that I need to order, because I'm noticing there is a few things that do need to be done to the bike. And one thing obviously I had to do yesterday was adjust the chain, and it's to its maximum on adjustment, so that's another heavy duty chain if I can get my hands on one, etc. But I've got an idea of all the bits and bobs. We'll talk about all that tomorrow, but today should be epic, because Luchon, again, being right up on a mountain with skiing and stuff, potentially means some unbelievable scenes and some roads, because I'm basically going to take the extremely long way to Malmesbury, get there later this afternoon, and have that promise that I had from my dad about being next to a fire sipping a brandy. To me just sounds absolutely perfect. Right, with a plan in mind, then that is what we shall do. Almost straight away we've come off of the main road and we're hitting the twisties, just going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. What is just, as a biker, you know exactly how I feel right now. I kind of get this grin on my face and I go, ooh, the map looks twisty, and then we get there and go, yeah, this is fun. But it's kind of got this sort of like long twisty kind of, you could get some decent speed up here and then suddenly you'll get a massive sharp bend. Well, of course it's proper twisted, but down there was the road you can't see behind all these, but was the road that we were on, and we're climbing quick, really quick. Well, I got to the top of the mountain. Well, I say the mountain, the top of this road, but it's got to be a mountain because look how blinking high that we are. Now, I pulled over with the thinking of I might even get out the 360 and do some epic shots, or I might save that for a little bit later. But what I've noticed is, by having a quick look at Google Maps, this is the border. Right here, this is the border between Spain and France. I don't obviously speak any of that language, but there's nothing really telling me that at all. But look, let me show you. So look, this is the borderline just here, France, España. So we about to cross. This is obviously pointing the wrong way because I'm now facing the wrong way, but we're actually coming this way. So we're about to come from España into France. So right here, where you can literally see the tarmac down here, it does actually change where the border is. How random and bizarre is that? So if I stand here and I go, ready? Spain, France, Spain, France. Oh, I'm half in, half out. Shake it all about. Well, I was expecting big burly police officers standing here with those blue gloves as they twang them as you come up the hill and they pull you in and you go, oh, here we go again, this is going to get painful. But no, there is no one here, literally. But then is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday right now. So they're obviously lying in after last night's, like I said, down in the village, they're pulling over loads of people after the amount of booze that they stole off of people. They're probably all gazeboed and had a massive party. So they're probably all still in bed. That means I'm free. I'm free to cross over and do what the heck I like. Anyway, shall we go down here in true 11 out of 10 style. Let's say goodbye to Spain and then to France in the helmet head way. Well, all I've been doing for a little while now is climbing, and I mean proper climbing and climbing and climbing, where this is first gear, ready? This is second, and it's struggling. Look, come on, it's struggling to get any pull in second, what means I'm having to go up here in first gear. So since we've left Spain and gone down that awesome road and captured some amazing footage, I have literally dipped down and just been on these amazing roads. It's been so hard not to turn the camera on and just go, look at this, because you're going through all these forestry, mountainy roads. But I just know what I keep saying is wow and how cool. So I was like, stop myself from doing it. But it's just been getting so steep indeed. So we're about to arrive at De France, or De La France, whatever it's called. Well, there's a big car park here for what reason? Is it all walkers? Is it all the walkers? Right, this is as good a place as any then to stop and reassess the map. But yeah, we are I mean, you can't really see because of all the forestry, but we've got to be up so high, I mean ridiculously high, because that was such a climb for so many kilometers. But I don't quite, like I said, I might go up even further if I can get up. Hospice de France is where we're actually at, not Le France. It's always great that I know where I am. Right, that looks like the perfect spot to park my bike, just over here, sip some water, have a look on the map and see exactly where we're going to go next. Wow. Right, let me do this. Well, I've got off the bike and I've done the clever thing and given Senior Lord Head a call, and he said he's actually never come to this bit before, but this is the location, he said, where it's got the most stunning, spectacular views. If I go for a walk, me walking all feels a bit wrong, but I have to agree, I thought originally I was going to go from here to Luchon, the skiing town, but I actually went through Luchon looking at the map, and this road pretty much just goes down from this moment. But if you can see behind me in the distance the mountains and the views, it'd be a shame not to just get off the bike for a bit and actually go and explore. So I'm going to do the unlordly thing and go for a walk. Well, as we take on the hike, what all lords need to do at some point to bring themselves back down to what peasants do, I have brought myself my water, my drone, and this Pocket 2 camera that I film on, with the battery that dies quite quickly. So we'll see how well this goes, but stunning is the right word for this already. Now, up there looks like a waterfall that comes down, so my aim is to trek and just get the most cinematic, epic shots ever. I'm not out of breath and I've only been going for a few minutes, not at all, in any way.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me.
Well, I'm going to class this as the 1,000 feet mark. As you can see down there, the cows I walked by earlier. Obviously, being a true hiker, expeditionist expert that I am, this is definitely 1,000 feet mark, but I want to get to the 5,000 feet mark. So let's keep going, because look, the mountain awaits. Now this is definitely the 2,000 feet mark. I know, because I can feel the altitude sickness kicking in already, and the air is thinning, making it harder to breathe, because being a man that hits the gym at least 20 times a week and drinks nothing but protein shakes, I know my fitness level is amazing, but we've still got to get up there, because up there I'm going to get the perfect shot, because I got my drone, and the one thing I do is make things cinematic, and that's my job today. No matter what it takes, how far I've got to push myself, if I run out of water and end up having to press my SOS button on my Spot device to release Neil, a man who wears a leotard and rides a rally push bike, to come and rescue me, because this is what he does. He rescues people on the side of mountains, then that's what I have to do. I ain't giving up. We're going to get to the perfect point up there, and we're going to get the most cinematic shot in the world. Okay, we're now just hit the 3,000. Whoa, it's just steep. The 3,000 level. And it's become from a track, whoa, to a mountain. Come on, whoa. I mean, We're going up. 3,000 metre, 2 more thousands, and we're in at the top. Oh, it's like climbing up. It's getting steep, but we're gonna make it. Come on now, we're gonna make it. I'm gonna get you the shot, I promise. A lot of people think I use Tom Cruise as my stunt double for these shots, but I can tell you he's not good enough. I have to do it myself. I have to. I tell you what, we hit the 4,000 level. Oh, I'm gonna have to pop a Viagra. I think it will raise me up a bit. Oh, this is crazy. What am I doing? Come on, final push, final push. I just want to make it up there. That's the place. 5,000 metres. That's the shot I want. Come on. I did it. 5,000 level. Wow. There's no phone signal. Well, as you can imagine, right. I did it. We did it. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the most amazing shot in the world.
I was lost in the woods, under dust, and the fairies found me. And they led the way, they cleared the way to my heart. All the hurt, all the pain under the skin, I had fainted. They carried me, they cleared the way to my heart. Thank you to magic for rescuing me. Thank you to summer for fairies. Blowing glitter in the wind. I had fallen head first into love with another complete stranger, and he robbed away, taking most of me when he left.
Well, I survived. I survived the mountain, and I think I got us the perfect shot. and I made it all the way back down. My battery is absolutely dead in my camera, so I had to put it on a real quick charge just so I can speak to you now. I've got a non-alcoholic beer. I'm going to enjoy that while this charges up, and then we're going to get back on the road and do the big push to Malversey. I was quite sad again because it's a weird feeling every time. It's like the victory that Ashworth has made it all the way across Spain, all the way over these Pyrenees mountains on epic roads, got first gear at mountains, but to think it's going to be going away. I mean, I'll get there and then tomorrow I fly home. It's just really sad. But I can't wait to see my wife and my kids and just give them a hug and have an amazing Christmas, because that's what it'll be for me. It'll be a time for me to spend time with my family that they deserve, and just, you know, spend serious time and have some hugs and have Christmas dinner and Christmas pudding and all the jolly stuff going on, and give them my full attention, because that's what they deserve. But it's just hard as a person to walk away from that bike at the end of every leg, because the idea of leaving that between 2 to 3 months for me is just a ridiculous amount of time. But I've got to come up with a plan properly for next year. I've got to sort of put money in the bank, and I've got to do it right. Otherwise I'm just going to set off and I'm just going to get myself in trouble financially, and I don't want to do that. I've got to do the right thing, and the bike needs so much work doing to it. I say so much, just serviceable stuff that needs doing. So this is that opportunity as well to get those parts sent to France, get it all done. But you know what I mean, it's just difficult, isn't it? It's a difficult thing to do. Anyway, beer and back on the road. Well, back on the road, and I've got to say I feel a little bit dizzy. I'm definitely a mountain man and made for it with the body of Hercules still, but that was pushing it to a whole new level. But I did it. I got that amazing shot, and I feel really good for doing it. I'm just gazeboed now, absolutely gazeboed, and enjoying that non-alcoholic beer. Well, that was amazing. That was seriously amazing. But this is that push now, 42 kilometers. It'll be really, it says 48 minutes, roughly an hour, maybe a little bit longer if I want to get off and stretch. But just wow, eh? Just all of it is just 1 second. That is the river. I think it keeps going down, the waterfall that I've been filming. It's just, I do pinch myself. I generally pinch myself and think I'm living the dream.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh.
Well, what a feeling, what a welcome. I will get Senior Lord Head to translate exactly what's on the sign, because obviously my fluent French would translate it into something perfect, and would rather have the not expert speaking French explain it properly. But it's a strange feeling to have Ashworth come down that driveway again, because I generally never thought Ashworth would come back, because this is where I got to at the end of leg 1 and set off on leg 2 from. But I know I'm in the right place, and I know Ashworth needs some attention, and it's going to get it. It's going to get the proper attention that it needs one way or another. That might end up being me actually doing all the bits, so I'm going to have a proper look and go through all that tomorrow. Or hopefully I can talk Lee into coming out, but he's so busy. But hopefully I can talk him to coming out and joining me in the next leg. But either way, we're going to get Ashworth sorted. But we're back, aren't we? We're back in Malversey, France. We have travelled so far, all the way up north of Spain, through Portugal, all the way down to Africa, Gibraltar, the whole length of Spain, over the Pyrenees, and we're back in Malversey in the Pyrenees in France, at my dad's fantastic, beautiful house. So I'm going to get him to translate that now, and then we're going to call it a day, because tomorrow we're going to go through Ashworth with a fine tooth comb in the morning before I have to fly home and potentially not be back for 3 months. What isn't a nice feeling, but I know I've got to do what I've got to do. Anyway, shall we get Mr. Lord, Senior Lord Helmet Head to translate in the perfect French, because he wrote the sign, so he knows what it says. Let's find out. So, Senior Lord Head, my dad, my hero, I'm going to get you to translate. You wrote that, so even if you make it up, no one's going to know, but I'll get you to translate exactly what the sign means.
Hola. Ah, pardon. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
It's bon voiture. Helmet Head et Ashworth. Dans votre résidence secondaire.
So does that mean it's £10 a day for storage?
They are all inclusive ici.
Ah,
Right.
So what's it mean in English?
It's welcome back,
Oh.
Helmet Ed and Ashworth.
And the last bit.
Your second home, so secondary residence.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's been it's on its second visit, isn't it? And it's my probably fourth visit of this year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Regular.
I'm a regular, taking advantage of my dad's beautiful, beautiful house. What is stunning.
And the weather.
And yeah, to be fair, I've been in heated gear for probably half this trip, but today I've had to take it off because I've come over to France and it is like roasting, isn't it?
Guaranteed.
Beautiful. So a few quick questions. Now that my Ashworth is going to be here for potentially 3 months, hopefully I can get back to it a lot quicker. Now you've been off and you've ridden a monkey bike, as you're a bit of a well traveller yourself now. You joined me in Portugal, didn't you, for a week, and we did some big miles and did some big stuff. Yeah. So are you?
And I overtook you all.
You did overtake us all. When we were all taking the mick, you just gunned it and went, see you later.
90 I did.
You did 90? What, miles an hour?
No, I might have been kilo what's it?
You always make it sound better.
Yeah, 90.
So are you going to end up nicking my bike and taking it on your own little adventure?
Well, I think as you come here on an all-inclusive break, it would only be fair if I could have a free...
What, month adventure on it?
Well, I've got plans.
You've got plans?
I've got plans, yeah.
Well,
I've got a route all organised.
Well, to be fair, the last few days is because what you've told me to go and do, and it's been spectacular. And the smuggler route, I honestly thought you were taking the mick, and I can't believe that you actually did that, and it's right.
But the thing is, you see, when you come to the roadblocks and things like that, they never stop a motorbike.
They don't. That's true. I've never had a problem.
Never, ever did they see them stopping motorbikes. They just go.
I thought that's because we were lords, though.
But it's also really good for bringing the stuff over.
Okay, so that's your plan for your adventure?
No.
You've just told the entire police of Spain and France.
No, I wouldn't dream of that.
So the last thing is that I've got a feeling that again Ashworth is in need of a massive. It's not been cleaned since the last time I was here, right? Yeah. And also those jeans that were washed last time, I've worn them for all these months and not washed them again, so they need washing. So I was thinking you could wash the bike, wash your jeans, but while you're at it, you could do all the maintenance that I need. Are you happy to? We can talk about stripping the engine down. You could put a new clutch in it. You could rebuild the engine.
The only thing I would say is if I take things off, which is like, with women and that, if you take things off, it's difficult to get it back on. So if I started taking stuff off, you'd have to think that maybe they would not go on the same way off. No, they might. I'd take them off, but if I took them on, put them back on, they might not go on in the same order. Would that be all right?
No, well, yeah, but I'm a bit confused about you taking things off women and not putting them on. And then if they go off and they go on, they go on in order. So do you put a lady's like thong on her head and the brassier's around her butt cheek?
You've obviously not got that much experience with women.
Oh, okay, that's what I must be doing wrong.
Yeah. So when you get a bit older, you'll learn taking stuff off is easier.
Well, I don't put it back on them, to be fair. Anyway,
back to the bike. I could do odds and sods.
Okay, you can do some odds and sods.
Odds and sods, yeah.
Okay, that'll be lovely. I'll look forward to seeing what odds and sods that you do.
All change and filler.
Filter.
Oh, yeah, filter.
So I can't think he takes things off women and put them on in different places. But anyway, I'm going to get Senior Lord Head to end the video in true epic 11 out of 10 style. So go for it.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Patreon and things like that. And what he needs the most is more coffee.
I love my coffee. Well, thank you for watching, and I will go through the bike and everything I've got planned to try and get everything right for next year in the next episode.
Are you coming back then?
I've got to collect the bike.
Oh, yeah.
That's next year, so you would have been done with me for this year.
Okay.
Right, everyone take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Au revoir.
This adventure is supported by Ashworth Automotive in Weston-super-Mare, the #1 garage keeping you and Helmet Head on the road.